WWE's biggest party of the summer is 4 days away. Let's break down the entire premium live event. Here are my predictions. Guys, like always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and put the bell on for all notifications that are on the Mr. Tesh Wrestling channel. Now, on to the video. Starting off with Logan Paul and Ricochet. This has had one of the best builds, I think, of all the matches going into SummerSlam. I really believe both these guys need to perform well because there's not really a massive superstar in this match. It is Ricochet, it is Logan Paul, who is the social media megastar. Both these guys need one hell of a performance, and I think what they've been doing over the past couple of months, all the way back to Royal Rumble, is really developing a good long-term story here. I think this is a one and done, but personally, I think both guys, if they perform well, are going to come out as winners, but I have Logan Paul. I think Ricochet is going to have all the eyes of WWE producers and writers on him in this match because this could project him into a mid-card title run or a mid-card title challenger after this match if he makes Logan look good and he makes himself look good. One of the things that we have not seen is really Ricochet flourish as a singles competitor. We haven't really seen him do much. He's been in some more than lackluster storylines, but this is probably his coming out party. But I still think Logan Paul goes over. He's due for a win. And listen, they're not going to bring in a megastar like Logan Paul from social media and bring all those eyes from different avenues to see Logan Paul lose at every premium live event. This is a Logan Paul win. Let's jump to the MMA rules match. Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler. Can I give some credit where credit is due? The vignettes that we saw on Monday night for this match between Ronda and Shayna and the 10-year history that has brought this to a head was absolutely incredible. I really enjoyed it. I thought it really gave this match value because before those vignettes and that story development, we really didn't care much about this match. It was literally Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. I think everybody was talking about this being their quote bathroom break match. Now they've really made it into something that you can get behind. I'm about it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm still gonna go with Shayna Baszler coming out on top here because the rumors of Ronda Rousey being done after SummerSlam, I don't know what her contract stipulations are, but Shayna Baszler needs to come out looking strong so we can see her go and attempt to get a world title run. The SummerSlam Battle Royal presented by Slim Jim.
Oh yeah!
No, literally nobody knows what the hell this is. There's no stipulations to this match. We barely have anyone in the match except for LA Knight, Chad Gable, Shinsuke Nakamura, Tommaso Ciampa, Sheamus, Otis, and LA Knight. Yeah, really, these are some really big names. We have like a mid-card Royal Rumble kind of thing going on here. The one thing I do see is this leading to a return, and I'm going to say Carlito and potentially Rob Van Dam show up as a nice spot for the Detroit crowd, but Carlito has been rumored to have signed back with WWE. It's going to be super exciting to see him stateside. We did see him technically in Puerto Rico, and he had a very, very good response from the Puerto Rican crowd. I still don't really understand this entire concept for this match because the winner gets nothing. So I'm just going to say there's been a lot of hype behind Chad Gable. So I'm going to say Chad Gable wins the Battle Royal. He's been performing well. He seems to be hot with the producers and the backstage creative team. I'm going to go with Chad Gable. Asuka, Charlotte, and Bianca Belair for the SmackDown's Women's Championship. I'm not trying to be negative for this because Bianca Belair's in this, but there are three things I don't understand. Why has Asuka's title run been so lackluster? Charlotte does not need another world title right now because she just kind of seems to get one and then drop it like 2 weeks later. So I don't see why this is such a big thing. Like, Charlotte doesn't need to be in this match, but it's also Charlotte Flair, so she does always need to be in the title picture. And then Bianca Belair, her character right now, nobody knows what she is. Is she a face? Is she a tweener? Is this a step in the direction of her becoming a heel, we don't know. At this point, this match needs to deliver and deliver big, because at the end of the day, they are three of the biggest female names on the WWE roster right now. This match still doesn't really draw my attention saying, oh wow, like this is going to be a huge title match. There's not much there. So I'm going to say Asuka with the win, but I just need this match to really perform. Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. I love that this match is happening literally a week after the Cody Rhodes documentary dropped on Peacock. It showed his rise and his fall and his return back to WWE. Battle against Brock Lesnar kind of fits into that story very well, which I really like after watching the documentary. The cool thing about this is it is a trilogy match and they don't need to do anything after this. So this leaves an opening to a return, the feud being done, and Cody having a great promo come Monday night saying now he's going to go after Finn or Seth or whoever's holding the world title, or somebody returns and attacks Cody, and then it starts the new feud. Randy Orton. So right now, I'm going to say the person that needs this match most is Cody Rhodes. He does seem to be losing just a little bit of that spark. He's still massively over with the crowd, but the general consensus I'm hearing is that Cody is losing a little bit of momentum. So I really think this needs to be a Cody W. Great performance. I do see like a couple of serious spots in there. I 100% believe that there's going to be color, but I do see a return in this match, and I truly believe it's going to be Randy Orton. Gunther versus Drew McIntyre. I am calling it now. This will be a 5-star match. Maybe not on Dave Meltzer's report, but this is going to be an absolute banger. Drew and Gunther, two big boys, two big meaty men slapping meat, and I promise you there is gonna be some meat slapping. Chops, headbutts, punches, claymores, power bombs, everything under the sun we are going to see in a good, I'll say 25 to 30 minute match. Give them the time to really tell a good story. I think there's a lot more meat on the bone for this storyline, so I don't see it being a positive Drew outcome, even though I want it to be. Drew needs a title, but Gunther is so close to dethroning Honky Tonk Man. I don't see them pulling the title off of Gunther yet. He has so much more to do, and I'm really excited to see what he can do in a long-term feud with some cracks in the Imperial armor, and Drew coming back full of angst to get something done and have a serious storyline. So as much as I want it to be Drew, and I'm a massive fan of Drew McIntyre, it's got to be Gunther. Like, truthfully, it's got to be Gunther. So I'm going to go with Gunther in this match, going over, maybe with a couple more cracks in the Imperium armor to see maybe Ludwig and Giovanni Vinci start to step away from Imperium. Seth freaking Rollins and Finn Bálor for the World Heavyweight Championship. And I'm going to say, with Judgment Day at Finn Balor's side and Damian Priest holding on to that Money in the Bank title, there are so many layers to this. First off, Seth and Finn, over 7 years of a feud being brought back to where it all began with the Universal title and SummerSlam. Fast forward 7 years, new world title, same damn story. Finn's pissed. Seth is that cocky, arrogant guy that stepped out on Monday Night Raw seconds after Finn Bálor had to relinquish his newly won Universal title due to injury that Seth arguably caused. Where do we go with this? Do we get a clean Finn win? Do we get a clean Seth win? Do we get Damian Priest distracting Finn Bálor and attempting to cash in? Finn stops Priest's cash in and Seth rolls up Finn and wins. There are so many potential options for this match, which I love because this is what a build for a big main event needs. The two best matches on the card are this and the tribal combat match. So with such a good storyline being put forward for us, you can't say that this can't go any which way. There's definitely not going to be a DQ. There is going to be some form of screwy finish, but at the end of the day, I think we are coming full circle and Finn Bálor walks out as the new World Heavyweight Champion, and I'm not mad about it. I'm going to be there supporting my boy Seth Rollins, but truthfully, I believe that it is Finn's time. This man has put in so much work and so much dedication to the Judgment Day and everything. This man deserves to be world champion. And Judgment Day, from all the haters at the start saying this faction is never going anywhere, to potentially on Monday night, that faction holding everything, that would be so freaking cool. I would love to see the Judgment Day. Mommy is world champion. Dom is North American champion, or Senior Money in the Bank Damian Priest, and your new World Heavyweight Champion Finn Bálor. Now, before we get into the Roman Reigns main event Jey Uso match, let's talk about a match that we're severely missing on this card, and that is the Women's World Championship held by Rhea Ripley. How is the Women's World Championship not being defended at SummerSlam? It makes no sense. Rhea Ripley is arguably one of the hottest characters and superstars in WWE right now, and she doesn't have a match? I don't believe that's the case. Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus were taken off of the SummerSlam card, and they are moving it to 2 weeks in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada on Monday Night Raw. With that being said, women's division on Raw is very thin right now, and I don't see Raquel being ready, and I don't see Liv being ready to come and challenge Rhea Ripley. I'll tell you right now, I have a feeling Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley have a match for the world title at SummerSlam, and the outcome will be Mommy retaining and the Judgment Day walking out of SummerSlam with all the gold. And finally, on to the storyline that is over a 3-year build between the family. It is main event Jey Uso against the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, the head of the table, the quote greatest of all time, quote, the tribal chief Roman Reigns in tribal combat. Now, there is so much to break down with this. At the end of the day, these two are going to have a 40-minute match nearly, and they are going to tear the roof off of Ford Field. If it has a roof, I don't know. It's going to be gone by the end of it. Here's what we have to talk about. Jimmy Uso, we've not seen him since he got injured. Solo. Paul Heyman, a potential return. There's so much to break down here. First off, let's talk about the potential turn by Solo. Solo has been eyeing that tribal necklace and those titles for months now. He sits back, he watches, he listens, and he could be the perfect person to, one, cost Roman the titles and the head of the table, but he could also be the one being like, nah, Jay, it's my time now. You had your chance. Jay's getting removed. Roman retains, but Solo then jumps Roman. Cool. Great outcome. I don't know. But we also have the option of a massive return. We could have Rikishi coming out and the Elders, the Wild Samoans, or we could have the true head of the table in my mind in Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Listen, I'm going to be at Ford Field, and I'll tell you right now, if I hear, if you somehow, if that hits, I am going to be like a little child at a toy store when I'm told, go pick anything you want. I'm going to be jumping up and down, crying. I will be an emotional wreck if The Rock comes out, because then we have just opened up a whole new path to the road to WrestleMania. I'll tell you right now, if The Rock shows up at Ford Field, the road to WrestleMania starts that day, and it will be Roman versus Rock at WrestleMania. What about Jimmy Uso? We've not seen Jimmy Uso in a couple of weeks. He's out with an injury, but the thing is, we do know that Jimmy could potentially turn on Jay, making it that Jimmy is jealous of all the love and support that main event Jey Uso is getting, and we finally get an Uso feud. What about the world titles? What does this do? At the end of the day, nobody knows what's gonna happen in this match. I still think Roman goes into WrestleMania 40 as the undisputed Universal Champion. I'm saying the outcome of this match is Roman Reigns, and he will be acknowledged. Guys, let me know in the comments if you have made it this far. What match are you looking forward to most? What matches did I get wrong? What matches do you think don't make sense? Let me know in the comments. Let me know if I'm right. Let me know if I'm wrong. Either way, leave a comment, like this post, and if you see me in Detroit, don't be scared to come say hi. Like always, guys, take care of yourselves and be good people.